Just can't get enough. Just can't get enough. Just can't get enough.
Can't get enough of you.
Just can't get enough.
About your body, baby. Ooh, baby, let's go. Good job, Crunchy P, being the first one to grab the crown today. Well done. I'm gonna take a sip of this puppy. I don't actually sweat or stink today because I stayed home waiting for my Switch to get here, and guess what? It's still not here. But we're going to be implementing a every 15 minutes look. Like, we're gonna be checking every 15 minutes to see if I've gotten a delivery notification email or check the status of said delivery. It's kind of BS. I mean, it says it has until 7 p.m. Like, by 7 p.m. So they have like 2.5 more hours. But usually, I feel like UPS delivers around this time because I see them sometimes when I'm walking home. So, we'll see. Oh! You've done 0 art fight prep? Uh-oh, that's okay. I'm sure you can crunch something out pretty quick. It starts tomorrow. I'm excited. I don't really know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna try to like take some renders of this character that I finished up today. And then we're gonna post those. Get ready to post those. Do you think you can submit a stick figure with massive tits? Would the tits be sticks, or are they like the only like? You know what you should do? Yeah, you should like have a stick figure, but with like really highly detailed titties. Like photorealistic tits. Definitely save the pictures of the first attack or two you want to do, since the site will likely be super slow. Can you elaborate on that, Rakan? So if I do like an attack on somebody by doing an art piece of their character, I want to save it? This is the Magic Garden reprisal. What a hook. What a hook. Oh, okay. So just don't rely on the site to be your reference for stuff. Just like save this. Yeah, okay. Definitely. That was my plan for sure. It's like any character that I was able to see the images of, it's gonna download the image illegally, and then I was going to use it as a reference. That's smart. Good looking out. Those are very high definition nodders. What is that icon? Marathon reveal runner? Luigi, what's that icon? What is that from? Is that like Marathon, the Bethesda or the Bungie game? AKA 343? Wait, is it Bungie making that? Like the remake of it? Aircraft carrier OC? Zorak, how about this? You cook up something? Join Team Fossil, you cook up something, post it, and then I'll attack you. The reveal of Marathon. Oh. They're doing chats. Okay, for like the first stream of a new game, they're giving out badge icons now. Interesting. You were thinking about joining ArtFight and your character being a small sad boy made of salt who fights by doing things like seasoning food and thawing out driveways? He should have like an arch nemesis that's like a snail. Or no, it's slugs, right? I guess snails and slugs don't like salt, but slugs especially. And then it turns out the salt boy is like the bad guy the whole time. It's an extraction shooter game. Yeah, it was supposed to be in the spirit of the original Marathon, right? Which was like the Halo precursor game. All right, let's get this party started. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves. We're chatting. We're chatting a lot before we even pop over to the other screen. Let's. Luigi, welcome into the meadow. What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope you had a good weekend. 1, 2, 3, Clover Girl, Spike to Gnome, Tidge, Grommel, Crunchy P, Alex Immer, something. Yo, Candy Gandy, thank you so much for the resub. 21 months. Holy cow, that's crazy. Connell, Nicoli Canoli, Rakon, what's going on? Thanks for the tips via the art fight. Zorak, how you doing? M, thanks for the lurk while you're doing stuff. Roach, you better get to work on some stuff. Luigi TTV, nice to have you. Always is a pleasure. And Breos, how's it going, you guys? What is up? What'd y'all get up to this weekend? I managed to avoid getting sunburned. The tubing excursion was a success. And it was fun. It was a good time. It was a long drive, though. We spent more time driving than being on the water. No, I like MAM. MAM is good. It does make me feel like a teacher, but that's okay. I could be a teacher. Sometimes I do feel like I'm, like, corralling little kids in the chat. Ow, God, my back. I almost, like, threw my back out yesterday trying to get unstuck from a rock without falling over. Sheesh. Do not go outside. The sun is hot. I have not been outside once today. I have opened the door a handful of times to see if my package was waiting at the front door. And I could feel the heat trying to rush in. And I was like, nah. You're making very small progress. You were able to make some very small progress on your game dev project. That's cool. It's the Picotron stuff you're working on. Is that you're making like an RPG? Is that what's going on there? That's cool. That's cool. Good to see you still plugging away at it. Have they released any new updated versions of Picotron since I last looked? It's a good question. They're on version 0.2.0D. That seems like a big update. I don't know if I even have 0.2. Hold on a sec. What version do I have? Sockets are coming soon? So like web sockets? You'll be able to do like real-time multiplayer? That's pretty dope. How do I see which version of Picotron I have? I know it's on like the shutdown or on the boot up about Picotron. Yeah, I'm on version 0.10G. Damn. I need to update my stuff. That's cool. That's cool to hear. Good to see they're still like plugging away at stuff exciting. big project stuff for that. Because I know they had a huge roadmap. And what was released for like 0.1 was like very minimal in the overall scope. So it's cool to see them still plugging away at it. Beyond the tubing excursion, yesterday I did a little bit of work in Blender. I got the texture done for the character that we were working on last time on stream. On Saturday, we were working on doing the flats, the textured flats. So I spent some time yesterday doing some details, shoring up some stuff, and then I spent some time today doing the armature and weight painting so that the rig was like appropriately like behaving. What sprites am I making? I'm making a character, an OC for ArtFight. And this OC is from the Spectrum of Shadow universe, but it's obviously, since Spectrum of Shadow had no characters in it, this is like just kind of like a thematic seed to build on. Tage, I hope you had a good time in Denver, unless you're still there, and in which case I hope you're having a good time still. Still there? Yo, nice. Are you spending the whole week there? Gonna do some 4th of July action up in Colorado. Posted a tentative changelog recently, so the next minor update should be soon, and you think 0.3 and Splore. Gotcha. Nice. That's exciting. Oof. I feel like it's been a while since Pico 8 has been updated. Yo, Proton, what's up? How's it going? How we doing? Dude. You have Thursday and Friday off? Probably going to call out Sick Wednesday so you can chill and do stuff. I only have Friday off this week. I was thinking of taking Monday off or something. But it's a little late notice. I forgot July 4th happens. Proton, aka William, aka not really William. Proton's real name is Sam, like Samuel. Yo, Coco, what's up? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. July 4th. I don't know how I forgot July 4th was happening, because every day, multiple times a day, my apartment complex sends us an email that's like, hey, don't shoot off fireworks in the apartment complex. So if we want to shoot off fireworks, we got to go somewhere else. Which is fine. I don't want to... Like, fireworks are weird. I used to enjoy them. But now I'm like, why would I spend money on stuff that explodes? And then it's gone forever. I think it's just because, like, big fireworks that are impressive. It's like we've seen, like, impressive fireworks at this point. So it's like anything you can buy is lame. Fireworks are too loud. They're so expensive. Way too loud. Yeah, they also, like, I don't know, they stress out animals. They're polluting. Like, there's just garbage everywhere after people use them. Like, a few years ago, the first year we moved into this complex, somebody was in the, like, intersection in the middle of the night that was by our apartment, just shooting off fireworks all night. And then there was just stuff everywhere. All, like, the entire rest of, like, the week, there was just garbage in the intersection. You can explode for free? For free? Really? When you were a kid, you used to go out to your grandma's friend's farm to shoot fireworks and the fields always caught on fire. Were you surprised every time? Or were they just like, ah, par for the course? Tends to happen. Dude, I am so hungry. I ate a single can of Chef Boyardee mini ravioli today. It was not enough. You were confused why we kept doing it? Well, at least you have a story to tell. I guess that's why, right? Yo, wait, Spiked Gnome, did I say hello to you? Welcome in, how you doing? And then after Saturday, or after stream Saturday, yeah, I didn't really do anything else except work on the Blender model. I did play a single game of Root on Steam that was CPUs only, plus myself, and they kicked my ass. Oh, and I forgot. I taught Mox a little bit how to play shogi. Mox played some shogi. It was exciting. Also, Mox beat me in chess, which is not very surprising when you consider the fact that Mox is taking lessons in chess, basically, by being at the library where they do chess lessons for kids. Chess, too. Root mentioned. You have downloaded Blender and have opened it once and immediately needed a tour. Blender is a very overwhelming software to start with, but just know that, like, a large portion of the stuff you see is likely to not be used, at least right away. So don't freak out too bad. Sheesh. There are no Shogi 7 TV emotes. Dude, Shogi is so esoteric. It is more esoteric. I feel like the only people that know about Shogi have either watched Naruto or Sengetsu no Lion, and that's it. If you haven't watched those anime, you have no idea what Shogi is. Opening Blockbench helped you navigate Blender a little bit. Yeah, that's true. Blockbench is a nice, like, stepping stone into the more complex behaviors that Blender has. It's in Yakuza. Shogi is? Really? It has Mahjong and Shogi? Oh, and if you've played the Clubhouse games, like Switch game, where it has Shogi as part of it. One of the games has both? Dude, I feel like I can never play Yakuza because I would just play Mahjong the whole time. And then I'd be like, why am I playing this and not just like Mahjong Soul? Are you talking about the donut? Yeah, the donut tutorial is kind of like everyone's first experience with Blender. Wait, 15-minute switch check. Checking email, nothing. Checking delivery status. Nothing. Okay, not yet. The Majonglers are dropping like flies. Connell's out. Who said? Who's delivering? UPS. Who said Connell's out? He's not allowed to go. He is not out, and they're not dropping like flies. The only person that has stopped is Bearded Joe, and that's because he got Omega tilted. He'll be back. He'll be back. I've been playing more lately than I have been in the past couple weeks. You heard switch and thought network switch? We do need to get a network switch because we only have one Ethernet port in here and we need 2 for Mox and myself. Yo, Choco Bunny, what's up? How's it going? But no, I'm talking about the Switch 2. I managed to buy one like last week and I've been waiting on it to arrive ever since. Yeah, you don't have to finish the donut tutorial to learn like the fundamentals of what it's trying to teach you. You thought like Dom sub switch? Ah yes, the 3 genders. Yo, what's up, Noel? How's it going? Welcome in. Sorry, I'm playing with this cube. This thing is, you know what? I attribute this thing with my nails being healthier. I don't know why. I think it's because I fidget with this more than I fidget with my nails or like tap them against stuff because like, look at my, these suckers, they need to be trimmed. They're strong. I feel like I can cut stuff. What's the cube called? It's called a nice cube. And it's just like a jelly cube. You will get a Switch after work if you can. Here's the thing, Tage. I think, I'm not trying to like say, I don't know anything about Zorak's, his income status or anything to that nature. Yo, what's up, Vissa? But the dude has a very specialized job. Such short nails. This is long for me. I play guitar, so it's like, it's rare for my nails to be long. Also, the sperm is, where does it go? What the hell? I don't know where the sperm went. Oh, I found it. It was on the floor. There we go. Back in its rightful place. Yo, what's up? What's up? Vissa? Hope you had a good time with your laboratory game today. I had no idea what I was looking at every single moment. The floor is gonna get crusty. I should get like a little sock carrying case for this little guy, huh? That would be funny. You try to keep the sperm off your desk? I'll have to see if they give out more at Pride this year. Zorak is like an engineer. Zorak is he builds water reservation. Hold on, wait, what is it called? Those things that you see in the middle of like a field behind a Walmart that are just like the big concrete tubes. Yay! Zorak builds those. Water resource civil engineer. Yeah, what's up? Water tower? No. It's like a drain or something. It's like a retention. It's a retention area. What's up, Bearded Joe? Those things where the Animaniacs live? No, that's a water tower. Are you a fun and based engineer or a wait? I think Zorak is a fun engineer. He's very passionate about what he does, so it's fun to hear him talk about it. Zorak, next time you stream, you should go on like you should give like a presentation over what it is you do. I was actually super fascinated to learn about what he does and like what those things are for, because you see them, they're like kind of nondescript and they're scattered like around like the area. And apparently it's because like, say you have a large area that has been turned into like a concrete parking lot or whatever. Well, the idea is that like when it rains now, that rain doesn't get displaced the same way as it would if it was just dirt like it was before. So you have to have these like large holding like capture facilities, and then those drain into like a, I don't know where they go. I don't think it drains anywhere, but it like puts it back to the water table appropriately. I don't know. It just doesn't allow things to flood. Zorak saying I know when I'm saying I don't know. I just have a rough idea. I retained a little bit of what was going on. It was fascinating. Flooding is cool though. I don't know, man. It drains to the storm sewer system, which eventually drains to a creek, river, ocean. Okay, okay. So it does drain somewhere. Gotcha. I only know where one of those is around here. And when I found it, I took a picture of it and sent it to Zorak, and he was like, what is that? And then I had to be like, it's the thing. It's the thing you make. And he was like, oh yeah. 4-hour water management stream. Zorak, could you gamify your job? Like, is there a way to gamify it? Can we make a game that's like, hey, because of the construction in this area, we need to like make sure that rainwater gets deposited appropriately? You got your first clip and the title's in Spanish? I saw you link it and I watched it, but I had no idea what was going on in it. What does the link translate to? Like, what does the title translate to?
Woo!
The Germans have probably made it already. Are Germans known for making like simulator, like, I don't know, engineering type games? Talk about your job during the FTL stream? Yes. When is that gonna happen? Oh, so they were impressed with your skills in the game is what it sounds like. That's exciting. Well done. Did you beat it? It looked like you beat it. I was like coming in and out. Also, don't take that, don't take any of that out of context. Feels good to be back. I missed you guys yesterday. What did I do yesterday? Outside of the tubing? Oh yeah, I worked on this model, which we're gonna start working on here momentarily. I'm just trying to finish off my beverage. You beat it, but also level generation made it impossible to get a second ending. How new is that game? Like how old is it? Dude, my hair feels so weird. I had to wash it yesterday after getting in the water. Dude, okay, we were in that creek or river or whatever yesterday. And there was one spot in the river that smelled like dookie water for real. And I was like, oh shit. Are we in trouble? Like, what's gonna happen? So as soon as I got home, I extremely showered, like scrubbed every inch of my body. 2012? Holy crap. Let me check the E. coli concentrations in that river. It was in North Georgia. And it wasn't that Chattahoochee.
Recorded in front of a live studio audience.
That would suck to get E. coli. Gonna become a poop monster? Nah, I'll be okay. I didn't drink any of it. Okay, RFK. Don't call me that. What the fuck? Wow, it was a good time. Like, I was surprised. It was not as like, I wasn't stuck in the direct sunlight a lot because there was a lot of like tree coverage and the sun was at an angle because it was so early in the morning. So I was able to stay in the shade. You about to drink river water, but then realizing it's shit. Yeah, don't drink the shit water, man. All right, I'm checking for the switch. Real quick. Was it the Etowah River? No. It was a popular river. Hold on, I can find out for you. It was called this, Zorak. Also, Zorak, what's with your current obsession with the aircraft carrier stuff? River docks? It's a pretty big river, I think. I don't actually know. I mean, we had to drive a long way to get to it, so I'm not exactly concerned about knowing, or like concerned that you guys knew where I was yesterday. The Cardicase River stinks. Only one part of it. And also the water was like foamy at that particular section. Noelle, have a great sleep. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day. Have a great day. Rest well. Aircraft carriers are just really cool, essentially. Everything about modern combat revolves around aircraft carriers. As far as we know, it hasn't been tested in 80 years. Aircraft carriers haven't been tested? Or are you saying we haven't been in a war that like heavily utilizes them in 80 years? Do we need them anymore? Because of like vertical takeoff drones? Oh. Interesting, interesting. Maybe we should keep it that way. You need carriers to deploy planes. Aren't planes like, who cares? Isn't it all about drones these days? Look, I don't know. I don't know anything about warfare. I've never played Call of Duty. Yeah, I don't know. There are drone planes. Those also deploy from carriers. Couldn't you like deploy drones from a plane also? It's crazy. Dude, this thing feels so good. This thing is so good, man. I just want to squeeze it all day. Can you just hack drone Wi-Fi password? Do they need Wi-Fi to operate? Luigi has the crown, but not for long. Still no delivery. All right, you know what? Let's distract ourselves. We can't just sit here waiting on our Switch 2 to arrive. Are you kidding me? It's like watching paint dry. I did see on Reddit, like earlier today, there was a drone that could go underwater and then like swim with its propellers and then exit the water and fly. And I was like, oh boy, Lockheed Martin's gonna buy that instantly. As far as you know, the usefulness of carriers in modern combat is being questioned, but largely still believed to be the most useful naval assets other than like nuclear armed subs. Let's hope we never have to find out. Copium. Mia Golpa. All right, folks, you ready to see what I worked on over the weekend? You ready to see? Oh, I have to actually open the window. Yo, Exovims, what's up? How's it going? Here we are. Remember the flats? No longer just flat. Carriers have nuclear power so they can go like 50 to 100 years on their own. Yeah, but wouldn't the people operating them like either have to inbreed or die? Also, don't say anything about the shading of the pants, okay? What's in the pockets? These are not my pockets. What's in her pockets? Probably alchemical equipment. But yeah, she is posable as well. Yo, a deck null, how's it going? She's coming straight for you. Yo, Jetpack Tuxedo, how's it going? What's up? This is the first rig that I actually did weight painting for, and I learned a lot about why you might not want to join your meshes together, because first I joined the mesh and I tried to start weight painting various like vertices on the overall like joined mesh, but I couldn't paint things that were like behind the fanny pack and stuff like that, so it started getting weird. So I had to like undo that, and now it's all still separated, but the rig is applied to everything. So it's a lot better than it was before that. So we have a posable rigged model that has, you know, opportunity to be posed and then rendered out so that we can take photos and stuff, which is exciting. It is a little awkward to pose still, but you know what, we'll worry about that later. Also, it's still possible to break things, but that's mostly like solvable if you just like address these control nodes decently enough. There surely has to be to hide. I mean, I guess I could go into the mesh data and do all that, but that seems like way more effort than it was worth. Could probably rig the fanny pack separately so it bounces and stuff. I've seen people do a lot of different stuff. Like, I know how to make like very basic jiggle physics, but I have not ever modeled anything with Gadzukas to that degree, so it hasn't been a focus for me. But yeah, she's textured, she's rigged. We're gonna do a pose, and then we need to like actually capture some renders of this character so we can post it on ArtFight. So I think ideally we would have, I even got the bottom of the shoes. Look at that, dude. We got to, also it looks like she accidentally has a little belly button action, but that's just because of the way the pants were like outlined on accident, but either way. How do I make the outline? Every single mesh has a solidify modifier on it with backface culling off. So if you look at like, here, let's look at like the torso, for example. It's got a solidify modifier where the normals are flipped, and I'm setting them to a material called outline. Material offset is like index 0, 1. So 0, 1 is the outline. The outline material itself has backface culling on for the camera and shadow. So when you scale this in the negative, it like grows the outline. That's just how I know how to do it, and it works pretty well, so I stick with it. But yeah, I like this color palette. It works really well together, and it actually worked really nice in a 3D environment as well, because it's normally used for pixel art, or at least it was designed for pixel art. So pretty happy with how it came out color-wise. I want her to have her hands together like she's praying, or not praying, but like doing the, you know, like this action. It gives over the garden wall. That is true. I was feeling that too. I had only watched that for the first time a couple years ago during Halloween. Here, let me rotate this foot. There you go. The pray G mode for real. But yeah, she came out really nice. I like this style a lot. It reminds me, like having this like low poly but like higher resolution texturing reminds me a lot of like Bomb Rush Cyberpunk or Jet Set Radio Future games in that ballpark. So it was a nice experiment and I learned a lot. So I'm gonna take what I learned into the ArtFight as well. Sweet. Okay, so we need to figure out what we're gonna do as far as posing this thing goes and like rendering it out to take pictures and whatnot. So I think one of the things I wanted to do is this character is like canonically, quote unquote, the character that discovers the first anti-prism, the dark prism. Do I have scenes to render in? No, I don't. See, that's the thing I was like thinking we need to work on today. I think the easiest thing I want to do is basically have it set up so that this character is standing in a very simple. I'm trying to like imagine like holding something out, like she's discovered the, like I want to put like a little dark prism in her palm, like floating, and then I want her to look quizzical. We might give her a new mouth and eye because these are pretty easy to swap out texture wise, so we'll do that. And then maybe even like animate her idling a little bit. No, we're not gonna T-pose. Not T-posing. My people need me. No, we'll do like a more natural standing pose. Let's work on that. Let's get that sorted first. I would use her right hand to see. What would your other hand be doing? I think so, generally speaking. I have the armature hidden, but I think we're gonna need to look at it for this. I think we need to tilt her forward just a little bit. And if your right hand is gonna be the one that's out, probably your left foot is going to be back a little bit. Give her some like let her relax her posture a little bit. Just put a hand on a hip. I mean, I probably put her other hand on a hip, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Here's the thing, y'all are about to learn that I don't really know how to pose characters. But that's something I'm trying to learn. That's like the next thing I think that I need to focus my efforts on. Is like once I have a rig, I need to get into like the habit of learning how to pose them. Okay, so with that, I think I want to tilt her a little bit to the side. It's like having an action figure that's highly articulated. Whoa! Don't break your neck. Okay. Yo, this song is scary. All right, let's move these arms around a little bit. Skirt. Wah! I don't like it when their arms bend in weird ways. Did I set limits on different joints to prevent the infinite movement? No, I don't know how to do that yet. I haven't gotten into like much constraint understanding. So like I know how to make targets, which have like a, hey, point towards the target. So like this elbow is pointing to this thing so it doesn't bend backwards. You don't know if it's doable? I believe it is. I believe it is. There's some like pretty complicated rigs out there that are very smart with what it allows you to do, to the point where it's like, hey, you only tug on these two shapes or these two items and you're good to go. So I do believe that's possible for sure. Nah. It's just not something I know how to do yet. Maybe like both hands out actually would look kind of interesting. Here, hold on. Maybe, I don't know. I do have, the most articulated action figure I have is this Metroid Dread Suit Samus. Maybe I could like frick with this for a second, because it has like very similar posing capability. One hand versus both hands might depend on the size of the thing you want them holding. Well, whatever, the thing that it's going to be is basically a little crystal, and that crystal is going to be pretty small. I would say it's like maybe going to be the size of a Coke can, and it's going to be floating by one of those wooden dolls. I saw them at Daiso when I was there recently, that Japanese like home goods store. They had a lot of stuff, like stationery and art related. I was surprised. But no matter what, this is going to be a learning process, because I want it to look relatively fluid. Yo, Aaron Nations, what's up? How you doing? Thanks for the follow. Hope you're doing well. What's going on? Here, let's mess with this other arm. It'll give us like context that we need to work with for the other stuff. Also, another thing that's like, well, put that arm down, girl. What are you doing? Another thing that's interesting is that felt like such a special entry. Well, I'm glad you like it. Welcome in. I don't know how rotating this is gonna pan out. Nope. Okay, that's what I was afraid of. It's pinched the mesh. I don't know how to deal with that. I know there's a way to set like the ability to rotate without it distorting the mesh that dramatically, especially for something like this. You feel like royalty? Maybe I'll have to look it up. But for now, let's just like get a base idea of what's going on here. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Are you participating in the art fight? Because if I take this hand and I rotate it, she's in like hell. Ouchie. Yes, you are. Yo, nice. What team are you in? We're working on one of our OCs right now. Trying to get an interesting pose so that we can like animate an idle stance with one of the items in the lore for this character. Team Crystals, yo, nice. I am also Team Crystal. Welcome. Here, let me see if there's like a whoop. That's fine actually. Hold on. Bone constraints. How can I make it so that like a wrist blender, bone, rotate, wrist. Shape keys is like something it sounds like we want to look into. Pride Month is over in your time zone? Aw, this idle stance? That would actually be relatively easy to make. That would be relatively easy to make. Don't tempt me. I'd have to recreate that facial expression though. Here, hold on. Let's see what these bone constraints have. Usually for stuff like this, we're not looking at inverse kinematics, which is the only thing I've actually messed with here. Stretch to, add a constraint to the active bone, stretch to along y-axis to point towards target. I don't know what that means. Twisting artifacts. Legacy tracking constraint prone to twisting artifacts. I don't know what that means. I don't even know if you would consider this a twisting artifact. That definitely doesn't seem like it helps. You know what we could do, maybe? I don't know what this would do, or what this would look like, but give me a second. What does the weight look like for this? So the hands... I mean, sensibly, this is being affected by it, but let me just see what happens if I do this. Why is my brush so tiny? Basically, only the hand is now affected by the bone. I think the mesh is still going to be distorted here, but it's worth checking out. Let's just see. How can I... Let's see. No, I want to rotate you on... Yeah, it's still fricked up. This is from the Bomb Rush Cyberpunk soundtrack. This is Kid Knievel, Big City Life. Oh, by the way, I had to take all of the music from Kingdom Hearts off of the playlist because it was setting off the mute VOD segment. Like every single time a song came on, it was annoying. Okay, so hold on. Let's undo this weight painting stuff we just did. Okay, so we should be back together. That was just me, like, experimenting. There's got to be a way to do this. Let me see. Disney? Yeah, for sure. The soundtrack goes crazy. Maybe we have to rotate both. Like, people are saying just rotate it like your normal ass arm, dude. Which is like, okay. But I have a feeling this is not gonna go the way we want it to. Especially when we can't even rotate this individual bone. It's like this looks okay. Here, bring this arm out. Just so it's straight. Do I need to like rotate this whole... Ah! Holy... Okay, well that worked, but it's like... She looks like she's in mega pain. I think it's because the bone constraint is all messed up. Hold on. Oh! Wait! Oh! Oh my, don't look. Here, I got an idea. grab all of these. Alt G, Alt R. Bring her arm back straight. I broke her arm big time. Can you rotate the whole arm to avoid the weird twist? Your elbow bends like that? Nah, I mean, to a certain extent, perhaps, yes. But I do think, yeah, I think this is more along the lines of what we need to do. So like bring this down to like rotate the elbow. So you need the elbow to be pointing towards this doohickey. So if you're doing this, your elbow is pointing towards the ground essentially. Now, that is creating this weird twist in the mesh here, but it's gonna be less noticeable, I think, than the wrist itself. It'll also make it so that the arm bends appropriately when we start moving it, like on the X. There, that looks okay. We're learning. We're learning. Yo, Nugs, what up? How's it going? Hope you had a good weekend. Hope you had a good restful weekend. Dude, rotating this stuff is so awkward when it's like not... Is there a way to do this in non-normal space? Okay, the wrist is still very much in trouble here. Here, maybe... Yo, Cersei's, what's up? How's it going? Long time no see. Hope you've been doing well. I mean, I've seen you in the Discord, of course. Thank you so much for the 18 months. Holy cow. Hope you're doing well. Great to see you. What you been up to? Whoa! Whoa. A little flick of the wrist. Me and the art fighting a huff of spray paint to heal after taking a pellet to the back of the head. Yo, what's up, Platinum Fox? You huffing some paint? Witness me, etc., etc. Been okay, just been pretty busy with work and health issues. Well, I hope everything is going fine. I hope you're on a speedy road to recovery. What is going on? Sorry, I'm just checking for my Switch 2 delivery notification. So far, no dice. I have a sneaking suspicion that we're looking at a potential... What the fuck? Oh. We're looking at a potential tomorrow delivery, which... Yeah, you hate to see it. Help me. Witness You reminded you of Jonathan Blow when that Sokoban? Is he working on a new game? I have no idea. I never played the Witness. Should I? Is this rotatable? No. That's... it's still pretty twisted and busted. What's this about an art fight? Exclamation art fight to learn more. We are participating in ArtFight this year, which is a, it's like an online art swap. Art swapathon of sorts. Okay, this is getting about as close as we possibly can. Even though it's a little deformed, we'll just have to live with it. I'm excited. It's like you pick a team Yo, Leopardly, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. And then I think also, like, this, her torso is looking a little too... Lean a little bit towards the thing. Lean your torso away from it, perhaps. Or like the top half of your torso away from it a little bit. Maybe bring yourself down even more. Not too much, not too much. Bring this leg forward a bit more. Widen your stance. Whoops.
Yippee!
I think I made her stance too wide now, but that's okay. We'll fix it. I should have made this ankle bone a little bit easier to target. You think he's been making that Sokoban game ever since Witness came out? Also, he also made his own programming language. You're really scared. I heard that. So, fun fact: when Derek Yu was working on Splunky, that was gonna go on like Xbox Live Arcade, so like Splunky HD, or maybe that was like Splunky, like not classic, but whatever version like originated after that to go on Splunky or to go on Xbox Live Arcade. He approached Jonathan Blow to use the engine he had made for Braid, and they tried to make it work for like months, and then eventually they gave up. Which I think is really funny. Splunky book reader? Yeah. Yeah, so right now what we're working on, Cersei's, is we are working on an OC that we will submit for that art fight. But we are trying to pose them in an interesting way so that we can take a render. This is looking a little too like Mickey Mouse, I think. Yeah, stand up. That looks pretty good, honestly. A little less bend in the legs kind of helped there. No switch to a GameStop, you're cooked. Aw, darn. Unfortunate. Time for me to check on my delivery status. Email server does not want to update. Uh-oh. On the one hand, it doesn't seem that unreasonable to make your own language for a game, but on the other hand, you feel like he's doing it specifically to be like, this game was so complex you had to make your own language to code it. I think making your own engine is like, sure. Making your own language, that's like, you just want to huff your own farts, and you know what, that's okay, I guess, but like, you know, just relax. He's the master of huffing his own farts. He's studied for years. He's practiced. You know, whatever inspires you to finish a project, you know? I think that's the most important thing. If you need to build your own language as like a vector for building your own game, and that inspires you and it like motivates you to keep working on the project, by all means, go for it, I suppose. Look, he's successful. He's made plenty of games that are like extremely well received and have made a lot of money. So who am I to judge? Is he more of a master than Phil Fish, though? At least Phil Fish fucked off after the internet canceled him or whatever, before canceling was even a thing. Folks, I think we have like a decent enough starting point for this stance. Here's what we need to do next. We need to model this crystal or whatever is going to be floating in her hand. Jonathan Blow when he meets Jonathan Suck. Oh, whoa. Maybe that's what the next game is about. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. See, I'm still learning like that you can twist certain parts of this and it looks kind of good. Turns out that basically everyone in Indie Game the movie kind of sucked. I think maybe it's one of those things where it's like, under enough scrutiny, will everyone just suck? It's hard to say. I don't think that's necessarily true. Yo, Spoo, what's up? There you go. Whoa, the deformation of the wrist is super obvious with the outline. That's okay. We're not gonna like super nitpick on this. You don't think Blow sucked in the movie? Yeah, I mean in the movie he was, you can kind of tell he was just like a little too artsy for his own good, perhaps. And I don't think there's that's not a bad thing necessarily. All right, sweet, okay. We have a basic pose. I'm gonna hide the armature for now because it kind of gets in the way visually. Let's work on a thingy. I don't know what you call it, a crystal. My brain stopped working. I'm just gonna work on it above the character. And you know what? We're not gonna mirror modify this because I don't see a point, but I will go back to solid mode for this. Dude, she's so terrifying looking. With the planes for her face. It's like an ant or some scary bug. Okay, anyways. I do think we need a loot cut here. Give me some loot cuts. We're not gonna do anything crazy here. You know what? Hold on. Before we do that, I'm just gonna make like a rough crystalline shape. What? Whoops. I don't like that I moved the cursor. How do I do this again? Hold on. I forget what the hotkey is for this. Maybe it's only in object mode. Object mode? Set origin. No. I want to do cursor to origin. If you've misplaced the cursor, you can easily reset the cursor to origin in Blender or center the cursor in Blender using the same Shift-C command. Is that true? Whoa! It is true. Okay. Said Outer Wilds. So why are we fighting Art? What has Art ever done to us? I don't know. Art is powerful. So it's maybe we're trying to like right the wrongs. It's hard to say. Is this a good idea? This is insane. Why did I do it this way? Why does this look like this? This face is so distorted. I guess it's because it needs to be triangles. Here. Let's rectify this. I think it'd probably be better to literally just take all of these. Boink. Now we have a bunch of triangles. Art is dead. Why are we beating a dead horse? Is Art dead? It's not dead yet. Not yet. You know what? Begin by scaling this way down. We made Art through blood and sweat. Now we are putting Art through blood and sweat. True. Just gonna like slightly drag some verts around here, make it look have a little bit more visual intrigue, less perfect. Although crystals are, you know, crystalline structures in nature are pretty, a lot of the time pretty perfect, at least in a geometrical sense. That is an illegally high squam. Now something that's gonna be interesting here is I wanna try to like make this, I wanna try to make this look a certain way, like texture wise. I wanna like give it a slight transparency. So we'll see if that works the way I want it to, but I'm not sure. There was like a trick I had to do to get the eyes and the mouth to work appropriately. So we'll see if we can employ the things I learned about that in this situation. You know what, here, just to give me some extra triangles to work with here. A lot of Jet Set Radio and Bomb Rush today on the playlist, huh? Okay, I think this is like pretty good, pretty close. Zoop. It's like a little too big still. Art is dead, but only because you got hungry. Dude, don't talk about being hungry right now, man. I'm so hungry. The ravioli was not enough. Yo, DJK, what's up? How's it going? Wait, you bought a Switch? Dude, how did you get a Switch before me, technically? This is BS. I'm looking at my email right now to see if it's here. Don't think so, unless it's at my front door. I'm gonna go check my front door. Well, you know what, hold on, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I've been opening my door all day and just looking, and it's kind of pathetic. Let's just like relax a little bit. It's not there. It hasn't been delivered yet, no, unfortunately. Okay, cool. I think this is done. That's a crystal if I ever seen one. Let's rename this. This is going to be the dark prism. You don't get packages delivered to the office at your apartment complex? It depends. The answer to that is just, it depends. Sometimes it shows up at my front door, and then, you know, it's liable to get stolen. Sometimes it shows up in the office. Sometimes it gets delivered to the leasing office. Sometimes it gets delivered to the Amazon post boxes or whatever, but not always, because I guess it's only for Amazon products or whatever. I don't really understand how that works. Either way, it's a mystery. It's like a loot box for whenever and wherever things will show up. And it's not really carrier specific either, because it's like sometimes UPS will drop stuff off in that room that I was talking about, or they'll drop them off in front of my door. Sometimes USPS will even do that. I don't really know why. Or they'll be in like the actual physical mailboxes we have. I don't know. It's fricked up is what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's add a material to this puppy. Dark prism. This, I'm gonna make it an emission shader. But there's some stuff we gotta do. And I wanna see if we can like make this work without needing a texture necessarily. You're updating it now? Man, have fun. Have fun. All right, so we got this like default setup situation. We need to unplug this. I've barely messed with the shader editor in this. Yo, this is good. We need a mix shader. Whoop. We need a translucent? Let's try translucent. I've never fucked with this. Ah! Uh-oh, I think I crashed Blender. I hope I saved. Whoop! It came back, okay. Uh-oh. Blender's struggling. It really doesn't know what to do about this. Blend weight to use mixing of two shaders. At 0, uses the first shader entirely, and at 1, the second. Okay, well, this is not doing what I thought it would do, regardless. Whoa. This is not introducing a transparency. So maybe this is not what we want. Oh, okay, so that's kind of working, but it's freaking me out a little bit. Should somehow connect normal vector to color of your crystal to make it fancy. What are you talking about? I don't even know how to do that. Finally, pure evilium. This is not the vibe. This is like making it fuzzy, but maybe that's just like the render preview. Here, hold on. Let me also do something else. See, fully encapsulating it like that reduces, like it gets rid of the transparency. That's just how Blender does transparency, but you don't know how it'd look in Godot. Well, luckily, this is not necessarily for Godot. We're just doing this for the ArtFight. But I think the outline is a problem here. You could probably somehow add a node that outputs the normal of a polygon that would be different for each side of the crystal, then add a formula that converts it into color. They are both just vector 3s. And then boom, it would be a fancy crystal. What? There is normal, like a vector normal. But I don't know if that's like gathering the normal of the shape. Whoops, this is not the right one. But where is it getting these values? What's the input? I think we're getting above our pay grade for this. All right, so you know what I'm thinking? I think we do need a texture, but I'm gonna just paint it a flat color. This is going to just be the dark prism. And then this will go into here to overtake. But now if we wanted to, look at how this is laid out. I mean, that's not too terrible, honestly. You know what? Here, do it like this. I want to try to paint the, like various edges of it. If you just connect that normal vector to the color of the emission, you can see what happens. All right, it's very blue. Was that the objective? What does this do? Who else upcharging the crystal? It has no normals? How is that possible? It has to have normals. Whoa! Okay, that's much better. Hold on, let me see this. I actually think we need to take like this color. Whoops. And then give me like normals. That thing pulled was like normal map of material and you had none, so it's just blue. Oh, how do you make normals? How do you make normals? Every new parent. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Just give up. Alright, we've only touched like the bottom. This is just kind of quick and dirty. I just want to see what it ends up looking like. I don't know if this is gonna be the vibe ultimately. So I wanted it to look, yeah, I don't think this is it. Look at that. That's a little too, maybe it's just too big and the texture's too small. Here. I also think that painting on both sides is kind of stretching it. Whoop. Maybe only like certain ones, certain edges could benefit from this. Wait! I don't think that was a Kingdom Hearts song specific. I mean, it was a Kingdom Hearts song, but it wasn't from the game Kingdom Hearts, so I don't think it was gonna cause problems for us. I don't think this is it. I think instead we just do some like very typical stuff here. Go back to the UV edit. Go back to this as well. Take this off. We don't need this anymore. We're just gonna make it a solid emission and we're gonna color it. We're gonna get rid of any kind of like transparency dreams because I think it would look better. Excuse you. Select this and delete it, please. Thank you. Because I think what we can do, I would like it to have the outline, ultimately. Where did your outline go? Oh. Why don't I see your outline? What? Ah! I think I need to get rid of, oh wait, it's not being shown. Duh. Okay. Alright, so that way there's like, you know, the outline that we've come to expect, but I think what we do, here, well, let's go back and like make sure this is unsee it for now. What's going on here? Give me the edit mode. Take like random faces essentially. Go back to the paint. And then I think we just like paint this with some highlight. Skirt. Whoops. How about glass BDF instead of transparent? In here? I'm willing to experiment. I don't know what that looks like. Or if it's just like a, whoops, glass BSDF. We need a mixer. So this would give it like glass behaviors. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's not responding. Blender is running calculations. Also, I made edits to her eyes, but they got unsaved. I forgot to save them. There it is. Whoa. Whoa. That's kind of neat. It looks like so out of... It looks alien. Whoa. That's pretty neat. I don't even know if I want to mess with this anymore. The roughness value will make it more dull, right? Yeah. I don't know. I like it being omega shiny. Add input, geometry normal. Oh. That's pretty sick. All right, hold on. Before we get too ahead of ourselves here, give me a sec. I need to fix her eyes. They're freaking me out. I also think I want to give her a different mouth maybe for this. Yeah, I had fixed this, but I guess I didn't save it. They're way too thick. Like this bottom line is way too thick. And it also extends out a bit too far. Like that's already way better. Okay. There. Saved. Changed. Whoops. Okay. I kind of like how... Like this thing is like... so different looking than everything else. It does look like it's like an alien discovery in this situation. It's definitely giving crystal. I like it. Let's keep it that way. And you know what? Maybe we keep them out the same. Should we like worry about animating stuff now? If you want to get really crazy, plug a procedural texture like Veroni or Magic into the IOR. Into this down here. What does that do? What is IOR? Mox is calling. Hello.
Hello.
What's going on?
How's the stream?
It's going good.
What's up, man?
I am playing with shaders. And it's almost crashing stream every time.
Is it Blender that's crashing, or is it actual like OBS that's crashing?
It's just Blender. It's trying to render like some shiny, crazy stuff. Whoa, that looks sick.
Okay, well, I'm heading home. I'm gonna head to the grocery store. What do you want for dinner?
That's a great question.
You
I
can just go be inspired.
Huh? You can be inspired.
Yeah, unless you want anything specific, I'll just go to the grocery store and get inspired.
Yeah, I don't really know what I want. I am hungry though, because all I had was ravioli for lunch.
And ravioli?
Yeah,
You have ravioli in our house?
a can of it, yeah.
No. I had curry, prawn, and cheese or meat.
That does sound nice.
Okay. I'll go to the grocery store and then I'll be home and figure out what's for dinner.
Okay.
Okay. I love you.
I love you too.
Bye.
Bye. Sick. Okay, I think we're just gonna let this cook as is. We're going to let's like start focusing up on making an animation. Whoops. So like, I think what I want, I can't decide if the character should be the center of focus. So like, I don't know. If there would be a rotation like this happening with her like bobbing up and down slightly, or if it would be cool if it was this that was the center of the focus with the character just in the background rotating around it, you know? What do y'all think? Because I want to submit a GIF, like an actual animation. Having her be the center of focus would definitely make it so that it can be more square. Center of focus between her head and the crystal. That could be done. So the way I would accomplish this, I'd have to like approximate it though. I don't know how to like be like boom to boom. Ba-ba-da. I would make like an empty cube. I don't like that I'm moving its world origin, but maybe that's necessary. So then it would be this. That's cool, I actually like that. Couldn't I put a shape connecting them and find its midpoint? Maybe? It's harder to connect shapes than you might think. But maybe I'm misunderstanding what you're suggesting in that situation. I like where your head's at though. Also, it feels weird to have only one ear covered. I do like the center, like both of them being kind of like the center of the rotation. This is not illustrating it in a really effective manner, I think. But this is like, this dot right here kind of represents her field of vision in conjunction to the crystal. So the orbiting camera would be around that. In fact, this is our camera pivot. I'm going to Add a camera. Now cameras, I hate them. Have the camera rotate around the surface of a cylinder. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna parent this camera to this cube, and I'm gonna rotate the cube 360 degrees. That's how I normally do this kind of stuff. So we have to like get a rotation. Whoops. Like a good angle. We gotta frame this sucker. I also want to change certain things. I think I want to submit a perfect square. Now, of course, this is not going to work the way I wanted to because of this. I should have, you know what? Hold on. Let me reset this. Uh-oh. Where's my world origin? Oh, I just don't have anything selected. Okay, I got scared. Okay? Here's what we'll do first. Put the cube back in the center of the origin, because that's how we know everything's, like, lined up appropriately. Yo, Owen, what's up? How's it going? I think... Whoops. Bring me in and then rotate me again, but we'll hold on. Whoa, we can do like a little, what is that called? A Dutch angle? The song lady want to do what? Oh, it's something about sucking on your toes. She's a spider, or she's like speaking from the point of view of a spider. Okay, so now if we move this, like if we take this, the camera will rotate with it. So then we just need to like bring this back up, I think, to the focal point that we had picked out. Let's just make sure that it's like roughly on her eye line, which she's looking kind of like up. And then drag this out like here-ish. Roughly center. So then now if we do like this, oh, I'm dumb. Oh, it's a spider sucking toes. Yeah, that makes it okay. Okay, so this is accomplishing the idea. It's just that the camera needs to be, we need to be able to move it. I don't think we can. Oh, we can. Help me rotate. Okay, hold on. Give me the rotation on the Z. Keyframe that sucker. And then just like, give me a 24 frame animation real quick, where we just rotate this 360. Let me keyframe that. Just make this 24 frames. All right, that is roughly equivalent or accomplishing, but we need to move the camera around a bit more. Yo, Dan Jr., what's up? Also, there's no way we wanted to spin this fast. I just wanted to get the idea out there. Scoop, scoop. I think this is running at 24 FPS. Yeah. Well, hold on. Yeah, 24 FPS frame rate. We can up. I want it to be like maybe a 4-second, 5-second. Just do like a 5-second animation. One whole rotation. Bzzzt. And I want it to be like these frames need to be linear. Like the interpolation. Yo, what's up? What's up? The Gifler. Gifler. Gifler sounds more appropriate than Gifler. And we just kind of lock this so that it's roughly centered. Why is Joel called Joel? That's a great question. I don't know. Many have wondered this. Another reason you shouldn't say GIF? I will always say GIF, if only now to annoy the people that don't like it. It's kind of like my cube theory adoption. Okay, so then stop the animation. Boop. We want to pose, like we want to do different poses, or like not different poses, but we want to like animate the armature. Which I don't really know how to do, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Like, if I'm in here... Do I have to go to pose mode? Oh. How do I keyframe this? Is it, like, under my bone? So if I took this, and I keyframed it now, as it is... This low poly 2D animation or person looks familiar. What makes you say that? Keyframe that. I can't tell if she's moving. Oh, she is. It's just so slow. Okay. Pause. Wait! It's time to check. It's been a minute. I'm wearing a green top today. No, I'm not. It's gray. Are you crazy? Says that it's still out for delivery. They've got 40 minutes. It's not looking good. Okay. I just wanted to kind of like sway back and forth, you know what I mean? Lighting is weird. Oh, my lighting is weird? Yeah. Yeah. Wait, no, here. We should also affect the other bones, but I want to like kind of get the hip, like the movement of the body swaying back and forth. Kind of keyed up. It's probably not gonna be here today if I had to guess. If they're not here by now, it's not like a matter of them running late. It's just a matter of it not showing up today, which happens. I'm not too concerned. It'll be here tomorrow then, but it kind of sucks because I did work from home today just to like intercept this package. Does this make her look like she's drunk? Hold on. She is moving around quite a lot. I think we need to maybe like take out some of these, but that's okay. We can work on that. Let's just make sure she starts back in the same position here so that when it loops, it looks okay. This is cool. How does it look camera-wise? Are we gonna throw up? Instead of animating legs, animate breathing, like by bringing the shoulders up and down. We're gonna do both. I wanted her to be kind of like little wiggly wobbly. It's hard to tell in this, like you can't see it that much when it's spinning like that. A wiggler. Okay. Yeah, I think this is fine. It's a little weird when it's not like a rotating camera situation, but if we take that out, we're also gonna animate the crystal a bit so that it's like rotating. Maybe not, maybe it doesn't need to rotate because then it'll like either spin too fast if we're going counter to the camera rotation, or it'll spin too slowly if it's, we'll see. It might be cool either way. But yeah, we need to like animate her breathing, which I think would be, so hold on, first, can you do 2 bones at once? It looks like it's doing just one of the targets. Should this crystal, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I don't know. On this frame, what if we like, okay, hold on. Spin opposite for extra puke. Hold on a minute. This is, I don't know what I'm doing. I want to animate multiple bones at once, but it looks like I could only target one at a time for this. This has already got a target, or a thing that's keyframed. I wish I could see all of them, but I can't? Tidally locked cam. We could do that actually, yeah. That could be interesting. We'll see what that looks like at the very least. That's a fun idea. All right, so I'm gonna bring you up. Keyframe these and this just for good measure. I don't know why I would not. And then this, I think I actually want to take this bone. And then like barely move it up. The hope is that these like little subtle movements bring more life to the animation as a whole, to the entire thing as a whole. Whoops. Okay. All right, this other bone. Bring him more in, keyframe those, and then let's just copy these. Put them at the end. Little arm swing. Another possibility neat crystal animation thing could be to tilt it like 2 degrees, but leave the axis of rotation vertical. Oh, true. Yeah, rotate it on the global on the global Z, but like tilt it a little bit so that it does like an off kilter. Here, real quick, just for the sake of experimenting, let's see what it looks like when you tidally lock the camera. Because right now, all we have to do for that is go here. Well, I want to target this. Does it need to be in object mode for this? Nice creature. Yo, Kairar, what's up? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I think we got to just take this. We want to rotate it. Start here. I think we're just going to go negative 360 on this. And then keyframe that. Whoa! Oh, it's rotating around the world origin in that instance. So it is literally tidally locked. Nope. Maybe if we apply the transform though. Here, I'm willing to experiment. Wait, hold on. Keep this back. Get me out of this camera mode. Maybe we do, in this rare instance, want the transforms to be applied. I don't know. Control A? I don't think that's what I think it does right now. Yeah, I don't think that's all what it's meant to do here. Okay, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Let's instead just make it do like slight movement changes. I do think it should go up and down, so maybe like halfway through. First off, let's take your Z location, just keyframe that at where it is, and then at 60. Bring you up a little bit. We should tilt her head to like track the movement of the crystal too. Maybe even move her arm up. I want it to be subtle though. So like maybe like 0.4 meters. And then we'll just bring it back. We should also probably make it so her hand is like relatively static to this thing. So in order to do that, we have to kind of go against. Let's go ahead and position mark this. Yeah, we are locked in as far as arting is concerned. Let's play the animation. Halfway through, it'll be up about here. Let's bring the hand up. Not that much maybe, but like right around here. Because what this will do is it'll allow the other bones to continue to move, but the hand will... Oop, I didn't keyframe it, whoops. The hand will move independent of those bones, which is kind of like what I'm realizing is like extremely cool about all of this. But we have to make sure we move the hand back down, of course. Whoops. Now, I do think her wrist needs to be bent a little bit more. Like her hand needs to be bent. Maybe as it goes up, it needs to bend down, which is another bone entirely. For the record, I don't know how important it is to... There's a W? I don't know how important it is to... That must be quaternions. Help, I'm scared. Actually, can I undo these? There you go. Average Alice is now playing Mahjong Soul. Sound the alarm. This is our entire camera capture. It looks... Whoop. I think we need to move the camera up a little bit. This is like our fake capture. You saw I posted a song above right. Whoop! Wasn't that just what was playing? Am I crazy? I guess it's hard to tell. This is centered to this thing. Oh, Vista asked what it was. I see, I see. All right, hold on. Let's also now edit this armature's bone. I want to like make it so that her head kind of wobbles to and fro. Maybe not to and fro, but like looks up at the crystal as it rises. So starting here, up to here, where's she at? She needs to be like adjusting her gaze. Yeah, look at that, staring straight at it. And then bringing it back down, the same basic idea. Very subtle things to just make it seem more alive. I do think there's maybe a little bit too much wiggling going on. She looks kind of drunk. It's less obvious though with the armature hidden. I think maybe also we needed to make this longer. Like perhaps even like a second longer could have been better. Which we can adjust. Maybe like, we had it at 5 seconds. Let's do 8 seconds. I hope this isn't gonna be too big is the problem. Now, here's the real kicker. How the fuck do I see everything that I've changed? Because I need to see all the keys that I've messed with. For instance, where's my rotation on this? Oh, I need to go to object mode. Okay, and then it shows me. Okay. So just bring, whoops. It starts at 0. This, I need to move all the way over. Preferably at the end, which is at 192. So this will slow our overall rotation. That's a lot more like digestible of a speed through which to be doing this. But now we need to make sure we go in and change all the other things that we animated, which is kind of the pain. So the dark prism, for example, we need to move this all the way back
Studio audience.
to the end, which is 192, right? How do I know what frame this is? I guess it stops, it snaps to it. 192? What's half of 192? Calc. 96. Okay, okay. 96 for the rotate or the height gain. Here, pause me. Bring it up to 0.5. For the record, for the art fight, I don't intend to go this hard with everything that I make. It'll probably just be like some 3D models, maybe rigged and posed really quickly. But I do want to keep with this like style. And then we need to move, we need to affect the bones. Make sure they're affected appropriately. I know we messed with the hip. Gotta go to pose mode for that. Okay. So we can space these out more, I think, and it'll help with the drunkenness. I don't know exactly where they should be spaced, but it doesn't really matter that they're evenly spaced, because I think they'll just interpolate between each other with decent enough handling for it. And that'll kind of like randomize it a little bit more too, which I think is fine. So like here, the hand definitely needs to still be like doing the things that it was doing at the same pace that it was doing them. What did I say was half of this? 96? Her rank is expert 1. Bro, we're the same rank. And she's, look, I'm not trying to call out Kate or whatever, but she's been playing for like twice as long as I have. Maybe even like 5 or 6 times as long as I have. Just saying. Wait, why isn't this like... This doesn't really make sense anymore. Oh, it's taking longer and the hand is getting... Oh, we haven't moved this. We haven't updated this yet. Bone. This bone. Whoops. Needs to be moved here. 96. Scooby-Doo. Okay, so then that'll go up. And then this bone also need to just make sure that it ends on the same frame so things don't just like snap back into place randomly. They can stay a little off kilter, that's fine. There's nothing like timing relevant that's super important there. What about the... Didn't I move this around? Yeah, I did. I think this is all we moved around for this character to do this besides the head, but I think we fixed... No, we didn't. We didn't fix that yet. Okay. Oh, I am so hungry. Okay. starting to wonder if the camera rotation's the right call. And if instead we just don't want it to be like a static character like this. I also think we need to move this hand. Go ahead and keyframe me here. That's a crazy movement, but maybe over time it's not that crazy. Okay, I think it's a little too dramatic. Subtlety. There's power in subtlety. Why is your whole arm going back there? Is that this bone doing that? You're like way too like far away here. What the fuck? Oh, I didn't keyframe it! That's tough. It looks kind of weird. It's like her arm is being stretched. It's like not a normal movement that I think anyone would ever do. Am I crazy? Why does it look like that everything is stopped? It hasn't, but it did look like it was. Okay, so the crystal also needs some movement. Like, I think it's kind of boring just going straight up and down. I think it needs, like, other, like, directional movement. Rotation's a little difficult to get away with, but, like, we can kind of, like, follow her hand. Because it moves around a lot. So we can, like, kind of follow her hand, probably. Here, keyframe that, and then here, keyframe that. And then here. Wait, this is only changing the X or the Z axis? Oh, son of a bitch. I need to be updating everything. My bad. This, and this. What? What? All right, hold on. Just chill. Okay. It's starting to move the way I would expect at this point. Did I just hear thunder? Whoops. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay, that's definitely a lot more interesting. It's subtle, but it's more interesting for sure. This arm is still stupid looking to me. I think we need to maybe restart the entire track. It's close, but I think it needs to move a little bit more, but also like in a different way. And I'm also like, the more I look at this, the more I'm like, I hate the rotating camera. Even though it does get like all of the character in it, I think what we'll do is we'll do like 2 separate renders where there's one where she's just standing like this, and then another where there's like a full rotation to get like just an idea of what she looks like in a full 360. So if that's what we're gonna do, then we need to just delete these keyframes. And then we'll rotate the camera. Like, we'll rotate this block to get the right, like, position that we want. How do I zoom? How do I zoom you? Can I just... I'm moving the camera manually when I do that. If I just do like this... That's gonna mess with like the rotation, but we can fix that. I think that's a pretty good like overall capture. We're gonna make like a background that's just like a solid color. Okay. Let's fix this arm. We're not keyframing that, we're keyframing just this. Okay, delete all of this. This shit is stupid looking. Boink! So now that arm should not be moving at all. Except that, oh, this is still happening, of course. I think we should get rid of that too. I actually think it almost looks better just being static. Sure, why not, man? Why overcomplicate things? Keep it simple as stupid. Okay, hold on. How do I do this? There's a way to make like a background color. Like, hold on. If I F12 this, whoa. I also don't think the crystal material that we have is going to work unless we add a sun or like a light source. Because the render doesn't show it. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. I actually don't think we need this. I don't think we need this anymore. Oh, but then we lose the transform. Ugh, that's stupid. Okay, whatever. In object mode. See, I don't know what this will do with the other textures we have, though, is the interesting thing. Just, like, move this up. Okay, the render is all kinds of, like, scary and messed up, but I think it's because of a couple things. I don't know how to make it not captured, like, hidden stuff. Because that's what it's capturing. It's capturing this duplicated collection. So perhaps we delete this? I don't think we need it anymore. I really don't see why I would need it. So if I F12 this now, okay, we have this render, basic. That's fine. This is not the animation, of course, but I guess the sun doesn't do anything. I don't know why the crystal looks like that in this instance. It must be in our render settings. Or in our worlds, our scene settings. I'm gonna uncheck shadows. What happens if I turn on ray tracing? Uh-oh. Lol. Blender, are you okay? All right, it came back. That doesn't do anything either. Okay, you know what? Turn that back off. I don't remember how I used to do this. Like having like a background color that was just solid. I guess I could just look at one of my old videos to find out. I'm trying to just like figure it out though in my stumbling, which I don't think is wise. Is it under the world settings? Change the color of the world? Yes, that's how you do it. Okay. Well then, if that's the case, how do I... Which color should we pick? Real quick. I'm gonna open this up just so I have the color palette available to me. What the fuck? Okay. I think like a nice kind of like faded green would look cool here. Let me try this one. This is gonna be 32. You know what? Just copy this. Yo, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, Sector the Protogen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. That green do look nice. But what? I want to see what else we can do. Yo, welcome in. Are you here for the art fight? Welcome, welcome. We're working on an OC right now, trying to finish it up before tomorrow. Sorry, I'm looking at a color palette off screen. Just trying to like decide if there's like a different color I'd like to try here. This is like a weird kind of like light, like very, very desaturated pink beige almost. Just want to see what this might look like. Is there a way to preview this? Viewport display. We can change the entire color of the viewport display. I don't know if I want to do that. This also kind of pops, not gonna lie. Get heckin' AF followed. Yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are about to take renders of this. Why isn't it animating? Whoops. We're about to try to take some renders of this if it'll cooperate. We'll see. We'll see. Here, let me see. I forget how to do this. There's like 2 steps that involve like exporting a GIF. We have to render an animation, and this will take a while, I think. We are on frame 50 out of 192. It won't take that long. It's all flat colors. The problem is that it's going to output these into a folder. How's prep going outside of my OC? What prep? What am I supposed to do? This is my first art fight, okay? All I know is that I need to make an OC, submit it, and then once tomorrow begins, I can start going in and looking at the other team's characters and make characters for them. My plan is to just find characters that are either people I know in the community that are also on the opposite team, or some new people that have followed the channel recently, or just like things that catch my eye on the site, because I like doing the random character thing. And then I'm just going to use the art that they have as a reference to 3D model them, and then post the attack or what have you. All right, so the render is done. It should have output to a temp folder. Might be hard when the website absolutely dies. Yeah, I've been warned about this as well. I'm gonna make sure I try to like save either like even just like a screenshot or something of the thing I want to do. Video editing, I think, is what you have to do. Oh, sick. Let's just dox my entire situation. Yike! Okay, that's fine. Here, let me figure this out for just a second. Let's see. And then in here, you have to add an image sequence. But here's the problem. I don't know how to get to that temp folder that it rendered to because I forgot to change what it should go to. Son of a gun. You know what? Let's just redo the render. Render. Oh, I did it again without. Oh, I'm stupid. Whatever. The rest of the prep is usually profile decoration. See, that's something I'm probably going to be weak on because I didn't see what was available as far as profile customization goes on the site. So I don't really know what all to do about that. Where the fuck did my output settings go? It should be under here. Right? No? Advanced clamping? No, this is all like camera related stuff. I don't need to mess with that. Hold on. I'm sorry folks, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Oh, output. Boom. Okay, let me change this. I guess I could just copy this, huh? Sorry, give me 1 second. Add an image sequence from literally temp drive. Okay. Well, not temp drive, but it's just temp at my root. Add this image strip. Okay. CSS page customization is locked behind a paid tier. Oh. I see. I see. So you can get away with doing some BB code stuff. The only experience I have in BB code actually is from Godot, which I don't think is necessarily exactly the same. I think it has like some built-in stuff that helps. But I'm sure I can learn it. I do dev work for a living. All right, so how do I get this video out? Basic BB code is very easy. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's very similar to like your standard HTML or anything like that. Any markup languages are usually pretty quick to pick up. I've been customizing stuff since MySpace days, so. Sequence render image. Sequence render animation. It was stripping. Not me, not yet. How do I save this? Come on, man. I forget how I did this. This is the problem. I didn't make videos with this as my step, so I'm like having to click through things until I see something that I'm familiar with. First thing you heard was strip. Sorry, I'm looking around at different sources. Page decoration isn't needed. It just makes your more. I see. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the more like visually appealing your pages, the more people will want to like. Cause like, do attacks of your characters show up on your page? Because if they do, I could see why people would want to, you know, they would be frequenting more fancy looking pages. I see. Maybe I just go up here now? Oh, wait, don't I render animation from here? But then where does it go, is the question. Seven o'clock has passed. Let's see if the update notification, uh-oh. I did not get a delivery notice. It still says delivery attempted. Oh man, they're doing that bullshit where they say they tried to deliver it, but then they didn't. Okay. Where did the video go? I'm so lost. I forget how to do this. Oh! New folder, new folder. And I needed to be, I forget what version of this I needed. It was like an FFmpeg video. And then I needed to convert that to GIF. Damn, what the fuck? Let's see if this works. Yo, Cass, what's going on? How are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Sorry, you caught me in the middle of trying to figure out how to export my OC from Blender. So let's see if I actually was able to manage this. Yeah. Sick. Let's make sure there's no black flashing. It'll be hard to tell until I can actually see it loot. Your OCs you commissioned because you're bad at art. No shame in that, no shame in that. Let's see, let me convert this real quick to a GIF. Because I remember I had to use like an online utility. FFmpeg to GIF. Yo, thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're excited for the art race. Yeah. So this character is an OC that I put together that's inspired by the world of a video game I created last year called Spectrum of Shadow. Where did this, what the fuck? Is this what it was? Easy GIF? Oh, you know what it was? It was Cloud Convert. I think it was anyway. One of these has like a weird, like it makes like a weird crunchiness. Yeah, this is the one that made the weird crunchiness. There's one that doesn't do this. I need to figure out which one it is. But the good news is, no, there is a black flash. So there is just like a random dead frame. Let me find it in the animation. Here, I'm actually just gonna delete these and then re-import. Add an image sequence from temp starting at 1, and then maybe don't stop on the last frame because I think the last frame is black. Whoa, the heck. Okay, I definitely did something wrong here. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm sorry. This is my weak point for sure. Yeah, the last frame in the animation is just pure black. Which means we're gonna have a weird flashing, like, visual. But then when I go to do this, it's gonna be weird, isn't it? Maybe it won't. Let's just see. Add an image sequence from 001 all the way to 0191. And then let's render this. We'll just have it output in the same place. Luckily, when you're at this point, it takes like no time at all because it's taking an image sequence and it's just converting it to a video format. I think I just heard Mox. Hello. What's up?
Ta-da!
Hello.
Hello.
Uh-oh, it didn't seem to work. What?
Hi, 1, 2, 3. Why are we on big screen?
Because
Also,
I'm
Your light looks so good.
I'm dealing with like so many different like messed up folder dives that I don't want to show people.
Oh, those folders. Hi, Nubs.
But look, look, look.
Ooh.
Something subtle. Something subtle.
Have you all explained to streamer that that's just a picture of my wife? Like, that is a self-portrait if I've ever seen one in my entire life.
It's not me, okay?
Oh, hi, DJK.
DJK got a Switch, and guess what? My Switch was attempted delivered, but it wasn't
Are
actually.
you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, so it's going to an access point location, wherever the fuck that
Where?
is.
Ugh, you're gonna have to fight with that the same way that I have to fight with everything else.
Oh, I hate UPS. UPS out here is so bad, man.
This is like going to become an entire thing. You need to deal with this today.
I don't know how.
There's like a whole. You're gonna have to download the UPS app. You're gonna have to create an account on the UPS app that matches the stuff number. You're gonna have to like set your access. It's a lot of bullshit. I need that much. So.
I bet it's because I got here after the leasing office closed, so the mailroom was locked. So annoying. So annoying! I knew this was gonna be a problem. Okay. I'll eat shrimp. I don't know if I want onigiri though, because I would rather have like something else. Okay, render the animation, please. Now where? Why didn't it output it to the place where I told it to output it? Oh, it did, but it's still 192 frames, dude. Grr. Okay, hold on. I expect this would be like even worse. Yeah, okay. This sucks. All right, give me a second. Go back to the animation. We're gonna have to like start this all the way over, I think. Not the animation, but like the rendering process. I guess the question I have is, why is the last frame black? Because there's something happening all the way up to the last frame. Here, let me bring this back. Okay, starting from scratch. Render this all the way. Uh-oh. I think I've crashed Blender again. Okay, I was able to save. But I don't know why the render like stopped halfway. Here, you know what? Is it because a lot of my animation stuff actually starts on frame 1, not 0? That would be really annoying if that was the case. Because like everything I think started at frame 0. Sorry, I'm just dragging every frame to start at frame 1. Because otherwise it's going to be a problem, I think. This one already started at frame 1. Okay. I don't know if this is the actual problem, but I guess we'll see. It's because it's starting at 1 and ending at 192. Oh, I should have started it at 0. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. I think I fixed it. Which means, give me a second here. Is this song from Nier? No, this song is from Minute, the like indie game. Black and white indie game. Okay, now we're rendering 1 frame at a time. Oh geez, oh geez, oh geez. I don't like the way it like flickers while you're rendering it. Okay. So let me observe whether or not this functioned the way I needed it to. Hello, what's up? How's it going? Oh, it automatically outputted as an impreg video. Okay. Sure. That's not what I meant to do. Did I say impeg or impreg? I said impreg because that's what it makes me think of every time. No. Did I just download malware? Let's go, no flash. Bazinga. We have a GIF. It's as easy as that, folks. Okay. Although, this is gonna... I hate this. I hate this because I think I liked the other background color better. So I need to change it and then re-render it and all that stuff. But I think it's okay. Dum, 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 dum. I don't for... Oh, it's right here. What color was it? I like the green color better. Okay. Here we go again. Render the animation. Yeah, see this green color just looks nicer because it's a darker color. It makes like the halo around the hat pop more. It It just looks better, trust me. Like, look at this. It pops. Sorry, flashbang warning. It does this while it renders, I'm sorry. Is it done? I think it's done. Okay, give me a sec. I gotta reconvert this. Whoop! Ew! Convert more than one file a day? This is like a paid app? Oh yeah? What if I did this? Let's see how smart your duplication is. Just open it incognito. Bypass all of that. Or maybe just dump the cache in the whatever. Delete it. Okay. Let's see if this worked. There we go. Poggers. I like this green color. Much better. I am annoyed at this like part of the outline clipping through the shoulder at certain points, but you know what? I'm not gonna cherry pick. Let me real quick rename this and move it out of downloads and back into render. Better. What the fuck? It's the wrong one. Where is this? Okay, whatever. Not the cherry pick, but it's called nitpicking. Oh. What is a nit and how do you pick it? All right, well, folks, look at that, dude. We have a render. Let's go. I like the green. I should have gone with it first. It's better that way. Okay. Let's go, dude. She's alive. Knits are what sweaters are made of. You know, supposedly this is true. You know what? Should I upload to ArtFight now or before I'm like not able to even access the site? Can you upload now? I have so many notifications. What the crap? Secta the Protogen, follow back. Roach Roachington, follow back. Aaron, follow back. Cause I ain't no follow back girl. Except I am, I follow everyone back. Okay. Manage characters. This is your active character roster. These are the characters that will show on your profile and others will be able to attack them during the event. You are limited to 100 active characters at any given time. Characters may also be hidden. Can you have multiple pictures per character? Gotta run. 1, 2, 3. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great rest of your evening. Aru. Yes. What is a species sheet? There's like little red stars. I guess this is all like required. I thought this was like a footnote, like find out more information. Uh-oh, I think this is gonna be a problem. I'm pretty sure the GIF I have is 24 megabytes. We can compress it. I guess I'll do this stuff off stream. No point really in doing it right now, because I'm gonna have to think up and type all this stuff. 1.21 gigabytes. Here on, let me look in how big the actual file is, and then maybe I can convert it down. Properties. It's 26 megabytes actually, and it needs to be less than 5. Damn. Okay, give me a sec here. I think it's probably because we rendered it at 1028 or 1080 by 1080. Luckily, there's lots of stuff on the internet for this stuff. If I do it 720 by 720. How big does it end up being? Yo, redketchup.io is pretty sick. It's 9.2 megabytes in this instance. Okay. Let's change it to be 640 by 640. That should get us there. We can compress her. Gotta pay extra for that. Yeah. Oh, that's 7 megabytes. We need to shave off 2 more megabytes. All right, then 540 by 540. 1080. Yeah, 540. I could there's other options here I could use for like scaling or like compression, but oh, that's still barely too big. It's 5.7 now. Okay. 500 by 500 final offer. Ugh, that's 511. 480 by 480. 480 by 480. I wish there was a way to preview the like size that it would end up being. That's 4.8. Okay, we can save this. That's what we get for having an 8-second long animation at 192 frames. We could make it bigger if it was like less frames. Okay, well folks, I think I'm gonna put a pause in everything right now. I'll submit this offline. Once it's submitted, I'll post in the Discord about it. But to end out the stream, I think we're gonna just play a little Mahjong. Let's play a game of Mahjong. Boop. Hopefully the stream doesn't crash. If it does, I'll be right back. Give me some Mahjong soul. Give me the Mahjong and the Mahjong soul. There's something there. There's something there. I don't know what it is, but there's something there. Stream, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. It did not crash. Let's go. Okay. Let's run a prediction for those of you that are paying attention. Start prediction. Will I gain ranked points? Maybe. Yes, no. Gold Room Gaming. East only. Let's go. I'm ready. Give me something a little bit more pog. Okay. Dude, I'm hungry. It just hit me like a train. A bunch of Ichihimes? These are real gamers. Holy Dora. This is a great hand. What the fuck? We will be lucky. We'll be lucky to see another one of these. Okay. I would like to keep this hand concealed if we could help it. That's how you do it. Unfortunately, we have to drop Dora for this, but it's so early. Turn 3 Ricci can't be understated. Nobody pwned that either. One P, 4P? Someone will drop 4P or 1P. Or I'll draw it myself, which would actually be ideal in this scenario. Getting a 2-tile weight on a turn 3 Ricci feels pretty disgusting, especially with like a concealed Yakuhai already. Only unfortunate thing is we have no Dora, but imagine if you would. Green, like Haku, the fourth Haku, or the fourth Hatsu, I mean, is our Dora indicator, which would make our Red Dragon's Dora as well. Getting a little ahead of ourselves, we actually need to get the 1 or 4 first. Oh, come on. Never mind. All right, Dora, we drew it ourselves. Okay, so Ricci, Sumo, Yaku, Hai, Chun. So we have 3. And an Ura. Okay. Fake Bangan, Pog. That was a great start, man. All right. Can we repeat this? Can we carry this momentum? This is great. That's also great. I will definitely open this hand, and we want to try to complete it ASAP. Okay. The South will show. I expect it to drop. I'll drop white. I don't think we're doing ourselves any favors by holding that. I have a tendency to hold on to honor tiles way too long. I'm trying to get better, but this Pinchon situation is like, I'm not a fan. Nah, I was tempted there. I think I do cut this. 7 is already cut once. 333. Yeah, I'll drop this, and then if the South comes, we'll drop the 9, and then we will have a choice to make. 1, 2, 3. I would love to see a 5M. There it is. Just ask and ye shall receive. Oh, crap. It's a terrible wait, but you know what? Ain't nobody suspecting this single south tile hell wait. There's still 2 in the pile. Ah, that's unfortunate. We donated a stick. They had single Dora? It's half outside hand. Holy crap. Okay, they were cooking. Thankfully, we weren't dealer. They are now in first. You gleeved your Drubo, but turns out it didn't matter because now they had... Is that what it sounds like? Man. I don't know how that last hand got so ugly. I guess we had... Well, it was a Sean Pon wait for 3M. No. Weird. I don't want the south tile. If another one drops and we have a lot of dupes, which we already do have 3 pair, might be inclined to cut the south because I know it'll be safe. Another 2? Is this... Wait, is this Cheetoy? Is this begging for Cheetoy? Only 4 pair. It's gonna be really tough to get the 5th and then the 6th. It's like so far away, but our hand is so bad now. This might be like a toy. Damn, this is tough. I need something more hype. This'll work. Come on. Yo, you're back from a bunch of chores? Welcome back. I hope you feel like you've been very productive. Come on, dude. No. I'm dealer. This is supposed to be quick. South is probably safe, although it would be insane if they were holding on to the last one, like I was that last round. That would be like karmic justice, actually. Nah. All right, I'm just gonna fold. I hate it, but they're ahead of me by like 1,000 points. That was a little bold. That was a little bold, admittedly. 4 and 5 safe here, but I don't want to drop it. Just like nothing but Manzu tiles in their discard. It makes it kind of difficult to know what to do. That's tough. Okay, I was really banking on that not being the case. But of course they sumo because I'm dealer. As per usual. Is this Richi Nomi? Richi sumo? No, I had Pinfu and Tanya. Holy shit, never mind. They were cooking. Ugh. Alright. Second place. Only by virtue of the fact that I won that first hand. And it's now all last. It was a very fast game. We need like Mongon against the dealer to win first place. It's very unlikely. Especially because I just don't see the value in this hand. I also don't see how we can possibly complete this hand. It's so far away. So I think the objective is to just make sure we don't deal into either Toyman or Kami. Damn, this is horrible. Okay, well there's a pin or a Conchan situation sorted. We could. There's like a weird world where we see I was gonna say where we see Sanshoku, but I don't think that's true anymore. What about the 3, 4, 5? We need 2 more tiles here. That's like copium though. Wow, another Conchan situation getting fixed. I'm gonna keep this Ryoncon here. Keep this as the pair, and then we'll have a nice Ryeonmin weight. I would really want to see a 4. 4M. I'll drop the Dora 5, I guess. If I get a 2M. I really don't want it though. 6, 7, 8. I'll drop the 9 because it's safe. That's very unfortunate. Do we just fold here? And hope that someone else gets destroyed? Oh shit. Okay. That would have been an amazing trap by Toyman if they had done that. There's no way you plan for that. Damn. Okay, so they re-cheat on that. I'm just gonna drop this 1 and hope that's not their weight. Of course, they sumo. You know what? That's fine though, because that just means we all stay in the same place except for Toyman, who donated a stick. It was Richi Nomi also. Okay, 2nd place for doing nothing. Actually, 100 points less than we started with. Plus 25 points, Pog. Managed prediction. Did I gain points? Yes, I did. Not a lot of points, but I still gained them. Let's go again. Let's do another one. That was fast. Confirm. We need to get like a good win with like more than 3,000 points to get the most panda coins so that I can gain favor. Okay. No masters, but a lot of expert 3s, which might just be demoted masters. That's fine though. The tiles will provide, I believe. Psh, can't drop Dora. The 7 is a little stink. Oh, that 3 is very nice. That's a very nice draw. Do I palm? I mean, I think I do. Uh-oh. You good there? Welcome back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, that's also a nice shape. I think if I pawn here, I don't know. I don't know what I'd drop. We have like too many shapes. We need another pair. I think I'm just gonna start cutting some of these wider shapes. Weird, okay. Tempting because I have the 2 dragons, but I don't think I can right now. They're my only pair. Okay. They must have concealed Yakuhai. It's another pair. If I drop the 4. Yeah. I'm just gonna accept this. I don't want to drop Dora quite yet. think we'll have to though if we get. I mean, what am I waiting on? There's a few different things we could get here. Another Haku. And by Haku, of course, I mean Hatsu. Another Hatsu, 1-4P. Another 5. Another 5, so. What the fuck are you doing? What are you working towards? We haven't seen a single Haku hit the table, so I'm wondering if they just have 3 of them here and they're on a Tonki wait for something. No. They might have their West Wind as well, because that has not dropped. Uh-huh. What? It was a toy? That was it? Wow. That's an interesting... They must have had a lot of pairs to start with. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9 is pretty awesome. I don't know if having 2 8s here is necessarily worth something. Could have maybe, if I held on to the dragon, could have fished for like a Chanta. But I think I'm just gonna cut these honor tiles quick. That pause gave me pause. I think someone already has 3 Haku already. And they were debating over whether or not to con that. Okay. Sure. This hand is kind of stinky, but if we drop the 5, it doesn't really help. I want to keep the Chanta chances alive. We don't really have a pair though. We really want to see like another 9, so, but there's 2 of them cut and I have 1 already, so it's not likely to happen. We have no Dora acceptance either. Where's my wind, man? This sucks. I think we just have to take the baby hand. I don't think we can like realistically go for a Chanta. Now, if I get an 8M or an 8S, I'm gonna be really upset. Shh. Only one of these has been cut. Whatever. I need another pair. So what I'll do is if West drops, pulling it, drop the 8, waiting on a 3-6. So the most cursed of weights, and it'll literally be sea wind only, but that's okay. What is this? Sha Nomi? Dang, dude. They really wanted the Chanta. Oh my god, my neck. That was a crazy pop. Brother, where is my Sha? It's been very hard for me to complete, there it is. All right, 3-6. 3-6 Shanomi. Okay. Very unexciting hand, but at least we're in Tenpai. Kami's cooking. I don't know what they're cooking, but they're cooking something. Probably just Tanya. But they might have Dora. But we'll take that. Sorry, I know it's embarrassing. Nice little 1,000 points. Doesn't even take first place in this situation. But it does take the dealership away from Toyman and moves it closer to me. The dial of destiny has rotated ever so slightly. Almost no value in this hand. We would need like Ricci Pinfu. Of course, we pick up another Chun. I mean, Ricci Pinfu is our best bet right now. And then just pray for Ura, as per usual, as is tradition. The 7's probably gonna go next. Okay. 1, 2, 3 pair. I'm not going for Chi Toy. We just need to be cognizant of what's happening here. Maybe a San Anko opportunity. You know what? No, just cut this. Okay. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. The 6 is ugly. We need a 5. A 5M very badly. Okay. I was gonna cut that 6. That's 3 Dora in their hand. That's very scary. That's Mongon. Dealer Mongon on the table, basically. Am I basically, I mean literally? We have to try to race them. I don't think we Ricci here. If we get it. I hate this. We're still pretty far away. I mean, we're Ishan. Oh, damn. R.I.P. Shimo. 12,000 points down the toilet. 3 red 5s in addition. It was a Hanemon. Holy hell. All right, the game has chosen Kami. That's as simple as it gets. Maybe call Ricci on this Chun. His hand is pretty good. Still pretty far, but it's pretty good. This puts us without a head, but we can cut one to get there, or we can just rely on San Anko and then maybe get another pair. Of course. I should have cut the Kanchan. I'll go ahead and cut it. Now we're looking at a San Anko situation, which I will not shy away from. And if we get a 3S here, that would actually be fine too. Or a 5P. But what do I cut in that? I mean, if we get 5P. If we get 5P, we cut the 2. No. Another 3? I mean, there's a head. I'll cut the 2. So now we have 3-3. We're waiting on 6P, 9P, 4M, 7M. Stranger things have happened. Or another 3. 6, 9, wait, nice. Yo, Portolet, what's up? How's it going? But we're waiting on a lot of different tiles. 4, 5, 7M. 3, 4, 5P, 6P, 9P. Holy shit, everyone's going into Ricci. It doesn't matter anymore. It's just fold. They folded on this. I'm going to drop it. Or they dropped into that. You finally decided to ground. You're 100 points from getting out of Silver Hell. Well, it doesn't get much better. Whew. I figured 6 terminal Suji 9 should be okay. Did you just die? Not dead. Okay. Shoosh. That would have been crazy, waiting on just a pair. They are dealer, though, so strike fear into their hearts. I cannot rob. I don't want to rob a con situation here. I have 3 discards now. We should be safe. We're super safe. It gets marginally better. It might not have people going on stupid dumbass tonky weights you can never figure out. I mean, you'd be surprised. Oof. I think you're dead, dude. Richidora too. With an Ipeiko and Tanya? Yeah, you're dead. You're dead as fuck, dude. Okay, another game where we got second doing nothing. Sheesh. Kami was cooking. Those are the best kind of games? I don't know. I would much rather get like a dealer Hanemon to start with and then just coast. That was scary. Because at any moment, I could have been dumped into third. I mean, they were just in a bad way. All right, did I gain ranked points? Choose outcome? Yes. Nobody betted on it, so it doesn't really matter. We're going to play one more. No matter how it outcomes, this will be the last stream, or the last game of the stream. You got second place once by someone getting smashed by a double Ron. I saw someone go from first place to fourth place with a triple Ron. It was very sad. I felt very bad for them. I think they were in Ricci too, so it wasn't like they could drop whatever they were trying to go for. Or like they couldn't like pivot. Okay. 2, 3, 4 is pretty good. Double 7. Yo, I love the cat frame. What does free Gianchi mean? Doesn't that mean that they're streaming? Is that a streamer? I'm just... No. I was tempted. I was like, we should just go for the Tanya with Dora. But let's let it rest for a moment. Let's let it marinate just a bit. Gianchi is what they call people trapped in the world. Yeah, but this is like a streamer mode thing. If you call yourself like free Gianchi, it means you have like streamer mode flagged or something like that. Y'all, that's why we wait. 7-3 Shanpon? Why not? That's a weird wait. Yeah, no, I've seen other people called this before, so I think it is just like some kind of privacy setting. Maybe it's to discourage stream sniping or what have you. Okay, they pulled the 1. Interesting. This is just Ricci Nomi, Ricci Dora. Maybe some Ura opportunity would be sweet. Someone declined taking that, it seems. I'm gonna auto-ron just because it's good luck. We want to see 7M3S, please. They dropped a 6. Maybe they'll think there's like a little Suji trap situation. I haven't dropped anything that would indicate that except for the 9 so. So since 9 and 6 has been dropped since, maybe they'll get a Sanso and think it's safe. We'll have to see. There's one of them. Gone. Are they going for an outside hand? Uh-oh. I'm scared. The dealer's chasing me. Leave me alone. I'm dead. Fuck. Damn it! Ricci Ipatsu? Dora? Tanya? No, not Tanya. It could have been Tanya, though. Okay, well, we're dead. Dealer Mongon right off the rip. You hate to see it. We're gonna need a Giga hand in order to make a fighting chance here. I don't think we're gonna see it. This is why you started doing Hanchans. I was that way before too, but then it's like, Hanchans, they tend to like end in the same way, where you're just like, you know, gonna get 4th place, but it takes an hour instead of, you know, 15 minutes. So I started playing East games again because it's just faster. I think you can average more point gain in East games. Are you shitting me? You had an epic comeback from 800 to get second. Yeah, but how long did that take? Was it like an hour-long game? That's the big thing. Succinctness in games is desirable. We gotta start clawing our way back here. Total was like 42 minutes. That's not too bad, I guess. Very silly. It's like right next to Dora, almost. Really want to see a 7p drop. Doesn't really help. I thought I was dead again. They could be like in 10 pi already. It's hard to say. I want to see a 2 or a 5, preferably the red. Can't do that right now, unfortunately. I actually think I would rather this situation. Wait for maybe a 5, like have like 5 acceptance. Aka 5 would go crazy here. Drop the 8 because it's pretty freshly safe. Dude, they really wanted the 8M. Third in South games is usually less than 10 points lost. That just feels like such a long time to move like barely at all. Am I dead? Damn. Just dropping stuff without thinking about it, but either way. Not much time to think. South win is 100 plus though. Yeah, but you can get like plus 70 points on a East win. Oh. Gotta drop Dora for this. That sucks, dude. Oh man. That was not the outcome I wanted. Come on, give me an Aka 5. Aka 5. Are you just chasing me? Like you're just discarding what I discard? They've got like a chi or something. A 2/3. That was weird. Look, I'll be the first to admit, Tanyao Dora 1 is not the kind of hands we need if we're trying to get to, you know, out of the hole we've made for ourselves. You gotta start somewhere, though.
Woo-hoo!
I don't really think we're gonna see this 2 or 5. That's a dangerous tile. Okay. Never mind, we got it. Sheesh. I wonder what they were cooking, because they were dropping plenty of peen tiles, so I don't think they had a... Maybe they were going for toy plus the Yaku High. Alright. Weak start, but we can come back. We just need like a... We need like a dealer Baimon. This is a gross hand. I think we need to drop East and Chun ASAP. That's pretty nice. I'll drop these. Take it, go ahead and take it. Nicely done. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're at 4 already. Should I go for Toy? People hardly ever expect the Toy. There's 5. I mean, we could cheat Toy. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. I hate Chitoy Ishan 10 though. It sucks so bad. It's like, yeah, I have 1, 2, 3 tiles that I'm waiting on entirely. $7M. I don't think you can get Ipeiko with Chitoy, so I don't think it matters. There's a triple though. I'm gonna drop this early. It's a very scary tile. This means potentially Toy Toy is on the table. Whenever I'm at 5 pairs, Ishan 10 for Chitoy. Yeah, there it is. That sucks. No. I think I will start letting it rip as soon as like a pawn comes out that's not already something I have 3 of. Seems unlikely though. Yo, Caves of Cod music, let's fucking go. Alright, that's alive. There it is, okay. Yeah, let's just do it. That was a weird pause, wasn't it? I mean, at this point, I might as well chi for Tanya. 8 got gobbled by the wall. Oh, is it gone already? No, there's still 1 in the. Ooh, that's unfortunate. We got nothing safe either. Fuck it. I can't chase the dealer. I'm already dead. Well, maybe I should push. I don't know. Nah. Gulp. This tile has bad vibes. Oh! Wow. Okay. No more Genbutsu. That's the Frost thing, isn't it? Where he goes like that. The 5 just passed. 4 should pass? Two just passed. Okay. Wow. Everybody in Tenpai except for me. Kicking me while I'm down, dude? That's fucked up, man. So the only hand I won last round? Nullified. This is another like really low value hand. I don't like it. Not a whole lot that can be done with this. I think we don't open here. We call Ricci. I hate to do it. I think we have to call Ricci. We need value. I'm happy to hold on to this as a pair. Though we already have like quite a few pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs already. There is red. Yeah, there's Aka 5 acceptance. I mean, there could be a Sanshoku in here too. But I think we'll just take whatever double-sided weight we can muster. You want it? No? Okay. Thinking hard about it? Oh, God gives his greatest challenges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're Ishan 10 for Chitoy again. These are the kinds of games where I'm like in hell forever. Like this is like, I deserve this for something. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because we got off lucky on those previous 2 games. We're being punished. Ugh, and here we go again. Same situation. Ishan 10. And then boom. A triplet. I'll take it. Now I think we have to go for Toy Toy. We're too primed. Weird. No, 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 no. I mean, Chitoy is fine. I just think it's, the situation we're looking at is being... Whoa. It's a weird Shodpon. I'll take it. Drop the south. It's once cut. If we sumo 4, then it's Sanadko. Oh, never mind. We'll just deal in. Holy! Okay, I think we just died. Yep. Damn! They just beat my ass for 2nd place. Ouch. That's a big minus. We're not back at the halfway point, but holy crap, that was a big minus. Damn. Well, that was a crazy hand. Tanya with like 4 Dora. Some people get all the luck, man. Some people get all the luck. Let's see. Claim all here. Give me my daily pity coins. We got the tile backs though. This is Pog. I don't know what they're supposed to be. It's like a pastry. We need to get to 10K. Wait, what else is there to get? We already got this. What's locked? More praise, or a praise orb, some more orbs. 6,800 will give us a summoning scroll, so we'll get like a fucking blue item for free. Our coins don't disappear, so I'm just gonna like rack them up. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. That's gonna be the end of the stream though. Much appreciated for everybody hanging out today. I'm excited about the art fight starting tomorrow. Let's see. I will be live again tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully I can get this sorted out, like this whole situation with the UPS sorted out for my Switch 2. Very annoyed that it tried to be delivered today, but it was probably too late for them to get into the mailroom, so they just gave up. I feel like they do that on purpose though, because every time we've got something from, a place that's being delivered through US or UPS, it goes through this dumb bullshit every time. It's super annoying. Let's see. I'm gonna send you guys over to somebody new today. They're not new at streaming. I think they've been streaming longer than I have, but they play Mahjong and she's really nice. Her name's Kias Nasa. She's live right now. She's not usually live at this time, so we're gonna go say hey. Everyone have a great evening. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great Tuesday. Hope it's okay. Hope everybody's had an easy start to the week. I'm mad about UPS, truly. Either way, bye you guys. I'll see you later.